Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hayden Corey here with another one for you. First off, let me say thank you guys for tuning into the channel. Thank you for subscribing if you already have. If you haven't, make sure you smash that subscribe button if you enjoy this video. We're about to hit 1,000 subscribers and we just need a couple more of you guys to support. So if you enjoy this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the like button as well, and let's go ahead and get right into it. We're actually going to be trying to see if we can calculate an accurate 0 to 60 of this car. So we're stage 2 full bolt on with just the tops of the back seats removed as well as spare tire, but we've got a few other things in here. It's like that little stress bar, I think it weighs about 20 pounds or something like that. So, you know, we do have some weight added as well here and there, but we definitely have some weight reduction. But either way, we're gonna see if we can try and get an accurate representation of how fast this car is 0 to 60. So I know that the Accessport has a way of actually monitoring it, so we're going to be using that, as well as I have a GoPro set up here on my dash, so that's going to be watching the RPM range as well as the speedometer, so that way we can go back in post-production and really narrow it down and see exactly how fast it is. So let's go on ahead, head out on the road, try and find ourselves a nice flat ground where we can go 0 to 60, and we'll get right to it. Alright, so you guys can see what the setup is right here. We just got a GoPro recording the speedometer and the RPM gauge, and we are going to pull up right onto this road right here. It's nice and flat, and we're going to do a 0 to 60. So let's cut that on first, and then later on we might try one with the Catback Accessport as well, but let's do this first. Alright, so this is going to be with traction control on, just so we are clear. The traction control will be on for this, and let's do it. Slow off the line, I'll say that much. Here, we're gonna go ahead and stop right here and try another one. Traction control off this time. Here, let me roll past this little bump actually. Alright, there we go. We're not gonna do a full launch, we're gonna do like a lower RPM one, so 3,000. Could use some better tires, I can say that much. Alright, so we now have done 2 0 to 60s, recording it with the GoPro. We're about to try and record it with this Catback Accessport. I know it's probably not going to be the most accurate, plus I know that really I need a GPS in general to be accurate since I've changed my tire size on my car, but we're still going to give it a shot and just see what it can do. So I am not 100% sure how this is going to work, but we're going to figure it out. Please slow your vehicle to a stop to begin performance tests. So right up here, we're going to bring it to a stop and see what it says for us to do. Also cut on the GoPro on this one as well, just because, you know, might as well get that second view. So we're gonna bring it to a stop right here. We have nobody behind us. Please wait while your vehicle's performance results are calculated. I don't know what that means. Look, we're about to just send it. We're gonna go full send launch control and let's see what we get. A little bit all over the road. It says the results are in. I don't know. I'm not seeing any results on this thing. So I think that I'm not really sure how this works. We're gonna have to investigate it a little bit more. I don't know if you guys can see that right there, but that's what it says. It's just everything's blank right now. So I don't know. I guess you might have to actually run it all the way to a 1/4 mile for it to accurately do its thing. I'm not 100% sure, but we don't quite have that time to just sit there. I don't know, maybe I'll just go back and try and figure out exactly what this thing does, but in the meantime we did get that GoPro clip right there of that launch control, so hopefully we will be able to figure out about what the 0 to 60 is. Alright, so now we're back at the house, and I just wanted to go ahead and talk about our little experience that we had out there trying to get 0 to 60. So, obviously, we all know front-wheel drive GTI. Front-wheel drive in general is not going to put power down nearly as well as rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, of course. And for a front-wheel drive car, this one does generate a lot of wheel hop, even with the dog bone insert and stuff like that. I know it minimizes it, but it definitely still is there, and especially if you're not on a perfectly smooth road. So keep that in mind whenever we're looking at the 0 to 60s. But I'm pretty sure that we're going to be most likely right around stock time. We don't tune these cars to do 0 to 60, but I'm sure I'm not the only one that was curious of what they do in 0 to 60. So I know stock times are around 5.7 seconds, so whenever we go into post edit, I'll make sure to throw up on the screen exactly how long it took to get to 0 to 60 on each run. We did 3 different runs. We did one with traction control on, we did one without traction control on at about, I want to say 3,000 RPMs, and then we did one at 4,000 RPMs without traction control on. So we have those 3 different tests, and we're going to be reviewing all of those in post footage and just trying to calculate the exact time that it took us to get from 0 to 60. And now keep in mind, we also have larger tires on here that they definitely mess up your speedometer just a little bit. And generally, whenever I pass by one of those police things that's clocking your speed, I'm doing about 3 over what my speedometer says. So in the future, we're definitely going to pick up a draggy, so that way we can get accurate 0 to 60 times, as well as 60 to 130s and things along those lines. But we're definitely going to be picking up some tires before we do that. Like I said, we have ordered some Federal 595 RSRRs. We are currently on their SS compounds, which just aren't very great. We just picked them up in the meantime because whenever we ordered our wheels, that was the one that was in stock, so that's what we got. But we did order some new tires for up front, and we're just still waiting on those to arrive. They're 265 35s for the front, and hopefully that does get us some better traction. I know the compound's going to be better and a little bit stickier, so that should help with things, as well as I do plan to do a little bit more suspension tweaking and things like that to try and maximize our traction and just avoid that wheel hop and spinning up the tires, you know. That's basically today's test, today's video. It was just trying to get some 0 to 60s. I'm sorry that the Cobb Accessport didn't work out. I guess I really should have tried to look into it a little bit more before we went out and tried it. And I'm pretty sure that it does not actually measure your 0 to 60 times. It acts like that's what it's going to do, but it's saying calculate 0 to 60 time for your vehicle and driving style. And whenever I click on it, it really doesn't do a whole lot. It just loads up a loading bar. I'm going to sit here and let it go through its thing. It says accelerate vehicle to begin performance results calculation, obey traffic laws, and do not put others at risk. Okay, so it looks like it was ready to do something else right then. I'm not 100% sure. We'll have to go back out and test that Cobb Accessport again. Maybe once we pick up the draggy, we'll compare the two if we can figure out how to make that work and just see how accurate it actually is. I know that it's going to be just reading your speedometer, not GPS or anything like that. So as soon as your wheel spins hit over 60 miles an hour, I'm curious if that will throw off the Cobb Accessport and make it think that you've already hit 60 if you spin up to 60 before you've actually accelerated to it. So either way, we're going to pick up draggy in the future. We're definitely going to do this test again. Hopefully we have a little bit more power in the car as well by then, but we'll definitely have some better tires. And that's basically it though. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I know it's something different, but hopefully I wasn't the only one that's curious about it, and hopefully you enjoyed it. So make sure you smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.